This year's coverage of the 2023 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show was produced by Tobacco Talk Media.
What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here, PCA 2023 with Ian of Dapper Cigars. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well. Been a good show for you?
Yes, great show.
Okay.
Well, it's a good show. I mean, we're here, we're alive.
Yeah, right.
We've shown up to the booth every day. We got a lot of interest. It's always great to talk to retailers. So yeah, it's good.
Good.
It's been very good.
And you've got some new stuff that you're debuting. You've got the private stuff that you did, which isn't private, but it's for a club with the Holy Smoke and all that.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're saying is what's new, because that's our only kind of new, completely new product that we're showing at the show. Showing at the show, that's nice. Displaying at the show. Can I say that? But yeah, we're debuting that kind of here, even though we shipped it we started shipping about 3 weeks ago. It's for the Holy Smoke Bible Study Group out of Fresno, California. They were founded in Fresno, California. It's branched out all over. We started the project about 3 years ago. Okay. So it took a long time to get that, to get the release, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product. The cigar is a box press figurado. We've never done anything like that. We're not really a figurado kind of cigar company. We make a lot of parejos, a lot of standard shapes and sizes. Right. Maybe a bellicoso might be as crazy as we get. So that's interesting. And then, we've never really done a limited edition on something. So this one's a limited edition. It's 10,000 cigars that we've done. It comes in a beautiful piano finish box. We'll have to show that to you in a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe Hattie will. Hey, Hattie, you mind bringing one of those Holy Smoke boxes over here? Thanks, buddy. So, it's beautiful, and we'll probably be sold out of it by the time the show is done, because we started selling it early. Right. And then we had a huge event in Fresno, California. It was like a 300-person event. Nice. And we sold a ton of boxes during that. So here you go, man. It's absolutely gorgeous product.
Absolutely, piano finish, everything. I'll get some B-roll so it's up close.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's
very
absolutely
nice.
Beautiful. And then the cigar itself is a box press figurado, which is just absolutely gorgeous. So
very nice.
I mean, this project took a long time.
That was going to be one of my questions, was how long did it take to get everything going?
3 years.
3 years.
And not all because of the blend, but kind of COVID was in the middle or in the beginning of it. It took a long time for us to get the banding and packaging printed. It took a long time for it to be designed. It took a while to get the cigars into production. The factories were pumping hard during COVID. It was hard to get product. And hard to get boxes. It took us 6 months to have the company make these beautiful boxes, a Spanish company that makes these boxes. And so, everything just took a long time. But the end product was totally worth it. People were really impressed by the product. Nice. Not only the packaging, but the cigar is also really good. It tastes really, it's not meant to be a heavy cigar, because it means to be approachable for all the people that would come to these groups. Yep. And all the proceeds for it go back to the group. We pay our commissions and sales, and beyond the cost of the product, everything else actually goes right back towards the group. So it's a really cool thing. So we did a limited edition that's charitable for a group that was started out of Fresno. It's centered around Bible and God, but it's also centered around cigars as well, as a means to deliver that message. So that's what's new.
Very cool. Now, is the blend on this something that caters to your palate, or is this something that I didn't know if it was like, okay, they wanted this, it's not necessarily my palate, because I know that you see those projects where the person I blended it for them and that's what they wanted, kind of a thing. Right.
Fortunately, I don't think I can recall, because we do make private labels and we do make cigars for other folks. I don't think I've ever made a cigar that I wouldn't smoke or that I wouldn't put our name behind, even if our name is not on the product per se. Right. So is it as strong as I would want it to be? Maybe not, depending on the type of day. Do I personally smoke a lot of figurados? No, I don't. I don't smoke them because generally I feel like they're more novelty in the sense that there's something special. And you smoke so many cigars, it's like, I don't need to have that special format. It's a beautiful format, something I would smoke, absolutely. It's very medium bodied. It's very, the Mexican San Andres wrapper on it is a beautiful wrapper. It's a gorgeous cigar. And I would of course smoke it. And I think it's a great cigar. Otherwise we wouldn't make it for them.
I love the coloring of the box. Because, you know, when I saw the press release and everything, you know, information was coming out about it, at a quick glance, I thought it was a white piano finish at first.
Right.
Because the lighting and everything, you can be deceived by it.
I think there's a trend for the Tiffany kind of bluish color. It's funny that they chose this color because our very first Kubo Claro band was a light blue background color. So it was interesting when they chose to pick this kind of color for the project. You know, and then it looks really good in piano finish. It's like a jewelry box, and I think a lot of people will want to keep the boxes and hold on to them because they're beautiful works of art, really.
Absolutely. Very cool. As I inhale my own smoke, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, that's cool. I've obviously, you and I, a number of years ago, when you were starting out, talked a little bit back and forth with my old channel that I was on. But I've always loved what you've put out. Everything that you have to offer is very delicious. And you have, in a sense, your own unique like thumbprint on your blends and your cigars and what you come out with. Because I can smoke and I go, okay, I know that it's. I mean, it's not like.
You can tell when you smoke our cigars that we make it. Yeah, that's a good and bad thing, right?
And it's good because then I know what I can expect from the cigar. But it's also, you know, you hear people say that, oh, you know I have an AJ because it's got AJ's, you know, fingerprint on. Or I know when I have a Saka, I know this. You have a really unique like harmony of flavor profiles that come into your cigars. That are always, I mean, full flavored, you know, full bodied, all that kind of stuff with rich flavors, which is really nice.
Well, I appreciate that.
So, absolutely.
I mean, you're right. We're Nicaraguan based, so obviously the backbone of all our cigars has Nicaraguan label.
Right.
But you know, I think our flavor profile or our particular stamp on our cigars is that we like to blend with that as a base, but we like to introduce flavors from other countries and use that Nicaraguan base to kind of provide the strength and kind of provide all the elements that people love from Nicaraguan cigars.
Get a little bit of the spice in there.
100%. 100%. Strength, spice, but then we combine things with Sumatra. We use a lot of broadleaf. We use San Andreas. We use all these other tobaccos from around the world to give the smoker just a more, what I feel is a more fulfilled experience, a more interesting experience that's to my liking. And so maybe that's our stamp.
Well, it's good because, you can have a Nicaraguan Puro, you know, you can do all these different things, but having the opportunity to explore and you don't want to just stay a one-trick pony.
Right.
And so if you can diversify and give other people that are smoking it the opportunity to learn, okay, I don't like this particular wrapper, I do like that one.
Right.
So, got to diversify for them.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you recognize that. And, you know, even though we have all these diverse flavors, we really do try not to make a cigar that tastes exactly the same as the other. Meaning, we want every cigar line that we have to have its own customer. And that customer, we don't want to steal him to another one of our lines. We kind of want to keep that guy in. We want to make a cigar for every kind of palate and have their own lanes. And so, that's hard to do, right?
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's hard to do. And I think that's what happens when consumers go, everything from this company, A or B or whatever, it tastes very similar.
Yeah, they all taste the same. They're all dark, they're all earthy, they're all leather.
Right.
They never change.
Right. And so we try to avoid that trap.
Yeah.
You know?
No, very cool. Well, it's great seeing you here. I love the difference this year with your booth from last year, which is the lounge atmosphere and all that kind of stuff.
We spent less money this year.
Really?
We spent way more money last year.
Good for you.
I know, right? So, you know, it's a costly ordeal to do these trade shows because of just the logistics of it, and you have to rent this floor space and rent the furniture or buy the furniture and drayage it in. And so we were a little concerned because, you know, we were like, okay, it is a costly thing, but how do we do it in a manner that's cost effective, inviting, and I feel like it worked out real well. We actually used a backdrop that we had made maybe 4 years ago, prior to COVID. Okay. We'd actually used this backdrop from our second or third trade show. Wow. So it's been sitting in storage. Where it was like, all right, we got to look at this thing, make sure it's all right.
You'd never know.
It looks great. It looks like it's brand new, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that came out well, and then creating the little bit of a lounge experience was great for us. Yeah.
And it was nice. I got to talk with some of the Holy Smoke guys.
Yeah.
While they were here, and great group of guys, and the fact that they could just sit around lounge style and just smoking tacos.
Yeah, it was really cool. So Yeah, even though we spent less and we have less of a footprint, we feel like it's been way busier this year, for sure, compared to last year.
And I heard that overall attendance is
lower?
No,
higher?
Is up compared to where they've
that.
been recently.
Yeah, the attendance thing, so I'm not, I know they release like the number of people, but I'm never concerned about the number. I'm mostly concerned about the unique number of buyers or stores. That's like our thing, because it's so expensive. We want to make sure that, we're able to get the attention of as many stores, unique stores. And so I'm interested to know where that number comes out. I don't really care about how, if you bring 6 guys from a store, kind of padding the numbers there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to know what the unique retailer count is.
Yeah, very cool. Well, Ian, I appreciate your time.
You got it.
Good catching up with you again.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, from PCA 23 with Ian from Dapper Cigars, I got more content coming your way.
This year's coverage of the 2023 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show was produced by Tobacco Talk Media.